My family it's chaos in the morning. We all are out the door by 7:05, 7:10, and I take two boys to one bus stop, and my wife packs up the two little ones and takes them to school. But the prayer book is the touchstone for our family.
When I first went to the Diocese of Pittsburgh, I learned to pray it then. One of the collects prays that the Lord would defend us from our enemies. And one begins to understand when one takes leadership in the church that defense from enemies, there actually are those who would really be very happy to take us down or take us apart or have us silenced. That prayer has been a very helpful prayer.
This is a book that didn't exist when I was a kid, but we had other prayer books, and I didn't like them at all. I thought they were the most boring things, and the only time I would read them is when the rector was preaching, because I couldn't follow a word he was saying. I would just go through the Book of Common Prayer, and I gotta tell you, it changed my life.
We right before we walk out the door, even if we don't have time to go through family prayer, if we don't have time, everybody's trying to get gone, we stop, pause, and I open up family prayer, and we at least pray a prayer out of family prayer every day for my family. That's been something we've been doing for several months now. It's over time had the effect of shaping and changing my family to know that at the beginning of each day we stop and we go to the Lord and give that day to Him. And the prayer book has given me a tool to do that if it was up to me, I couldn't do as well.
The comprehensiveness and scriptural qualities of the prayer book really gave me a language for prayer.
When we own this tradition, when we own the prayers, they go deep within ourselves, our souls, and God meets us even when we may not be able to communicate in any other way. These words come back to us.
When I came close to joining a cult, there were things that did not sit right in what they were telling me. It's a cult that's so close to Christianity, it almost seems right. But then all those years of hearing the creed and hearing the words of Scripture through the Book of Common Prayer pounded my head, even though I wasn't a believer at the time. When I was told the lies from the cult, I went to the creed and I said, hey, what they're saying about God is not right. And then I went from the creed directly to the Scriptures. And it really was a life changer for me. That's why I love this book.
I sometimes struggled to find words to pray. So there were times where life would be particularly difficult and I wouldn't have words that would sort of reach into those darker places of my heart. Or life would become particularly joyful and I wouldn't have words that would equal the joy that I felt. Or life was just sort of mundane, normal, everyday life, and I didn't really have the words to search out my heart and sort of find those unexpressed places of struggle or of blessing that were going on during those times. What a Book of Common Prayer is a book of language for prayer. It's a way, not just a series of prayers, but a way of praying, a language for praying.
Hi, I'm Phil Ashey from the American Anglican Council. You've been hearing some wonderful testimonies about this new 2019 Book of Common Prayer that we have been waiting for so expectantly. And the people who've been sharing are among those who have helped put this wonderful new prayer book together. I am so delighted that we have this, and this video series for you is to help orient you to our new 2019 Book of Common Prayer, to help you in very practical ways, not only familiarize yourself with what's in the prayer book, but also help you see how it can help you as a follower of Jesus grow in your love for Him, in your obedience to Him, and in your ability to share the faith that we have, as Jude 3 says, once delivered to the saints, how we can share it in wonderful and winsome ways by inviting people to share with us in this wonderful worship. So let's dig in.